work there because the wages have gone up don't exactly know or understand that the wages have gone up. And so they're still sitting in the position of like, it's just not worth working at that shit place because they're going to pay like ass and it's going to treat me like garbage. But now they're like, oh, well, we treat you like garbage, but at least we pay better.
Exactly. Yeah, like before I was not thrilled. Now, like I said, I had a 1 to 9 day off. Midnight to 8 a.m., midnight to 8 a.m., day off, like 3 to 11, and then a 6 to 2, and a 6
starting
to 2.
at
That's
midnight.
my week. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
that's rough.
But like, it's fine. I just
can't
just
do that
sleep
kind of
a
stuff.
lot. And a lot of my days sleep.
Humans ain't made for that kind of stuff, man.
No, like every overnight
Humans
shift.
aren't made for a 40-hour work week. Like,
Also true. Also
and then
true.
you fuck it up like that. And,
And now
Yeah.
it's like standard isn't even 40 anymore. Standard's getting closer to 50, 55.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We all got mics on, ready to rock soon?
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause like
Question, I just thought about this. When that anti-magic field went down, did all of my intimidation things turn back on?
No.
Okay, good.
You would have to reprocess.
Okay.
The child's just like,
That's why the kid's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, because you just turned into a terrifying person again. He was the only one who failed to save.
Yeah, you're suddenly Endeavor.
No. He's got some other stuff going on.
And on the
Great.
overnight shifts, I make an extra $1 an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, so
That's not terrible.
yeah,
Okay.
makes it a little better.
Makes it.
still treat you like shit, but we pay it.
And you don't
But,
have to
okay,
talk
right.
to any customers.
So that's a huge
why
plus.
it's good.
But it's also one of those things where it's like, oh, they totally pay you an extra $1 an hour, and I'm like, okay, cool. Do I feel like waking up at midnight to make $8 extra in totality? Like,
No. See, that's the thing though. It's not $8 extra. It's like
She worked an 8-hour shift.
5.
Oh, it's only a 5-hour shift.
No, because like
Oh yeah,
the
taxes.
union fee and
Yeah.
taxes and
Yeah.
you know.
At least you got a union now, though.
Yeah.
Union fees pay out.
Yeah.
That's why we make as much as we do.
Yeah.
The worst thing is you just can't fire anybody even when they do suck.
Yeah, that is one thing with unions that can start to
Breaks
get
down the
really
system.
crappy.
Oh, my
It
bitch
really,
coworkers
a lot of times it
got
only
fired.
gets into big problems with like, you hear about like the teachers
Yeah.
is really bad with it. But like my union at work, it's all at will. The union will help you find a new job. And so there's a little bit of a problem where if we get a union guy that's already in the union and we hire him, sometimes he's like this super terrible, crappy employee that the union's just trying desperately to send anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's been fucking up all these jobs. Generally speaking, with the union, especially for like our drivers and stuff, if somebody is actively using the union to find a job, you don't want to hire them.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah, ours doesn't really like carry over and help us go like anywhere else. It all adjusts for Texas in the store.
so that's probably one of the must be more of that union where it's hard to fire people.
Yeah. Like, you have to get written up something stupid like 50 times.
50?
Something stupid. And then, like, other things, but they're, like, very specific instances where they can just, like, fire you
Where
just straight up.
it's egregious enough that they can just actually
Yeah, even,
tell you.
yeah, like, even when it's really not that bad.
Like
At least
buying
now
an
you know.
energy drink for yourself, and then they tell you that they'll fucking fire you if you
Yeah.
mess up ever again.
What?
He got popped for that. Like, he just...
Because you bought an energy drink.
Yeah, so
Like
like,
on shift?
yeah, no. So I checked myself out.
Oh.
And he's not
So
Yeah,
like,
you're not allowed to do
like straight up, like the deli was super busy. I was trying to get in there and help them. They have a register there, so I just scanned out I bought my energy drink real quick. That way I can go and start helping customers and everything. And then I got suspended for it. I'm like, really?
So, like, did somebody turn you in, or how did they?
Manager saw or
No,
something.
yeah, he watches on the camera. He sit upstairs
Yeah, he just
and
sits upstairs and just watches
all
on the
day.
cameras.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he called me up and then he was like, you're on a suspension final notice.
That's so fucking stupid.
And if you mess up at all ever again over anything, you're fired. Even though that was like my first disciplinary
crazy.
thing ever. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? You know, it's fine. I'm not salty.
Yeah.
I'm salty for you.
Now I'm very interested though. What if you used one of the self-checkout machines?
Exactly. I brought that up and they were just like, well, you know, it's different because like you
Is
don't
it?
have access, like on a self-checkout, you don't have access to the cash drawer. And I'm like, well, I paid with card. The cash drawer didn't open anyways.
Yeah.
I literally did the exact same function that I would have done with the fucking self-checkout
I have
machine.
Or doesn't open.
But you know,
No, and
it's
I
fine.
have access to the cash drawer all day long.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it being a cashier? Are you not supposed to have access to the cash drawer? Like,
it's
shoot, my cash drawer at work doesn't even lock. We have a separate safe, and we have to like empty the
Glad
cash drawer in
glad
its
you posed that
totality.
question, because that's the same question I asked. Because
It's
I'm like,
very
are you
Like, are you not supposed to shop at your store ever?
I think my biggest thing, and like
You
a
just
big
have to
reason
go
why
through one
I
of the
would,
checkouts.
I just couldn't
'Cause
work
employee
places like
theft.
that
Yeah.
ever again,
But
is
it's like,
because
if you're fucking paying for
it's such
it,
an
then
easy thing when someone
it's
fucks
literally on
up
camera
to
if
be
you're
like,
paying for it.
hey, I know you made a mistake. You're actually not allowed to do that. I know it's a silly rule. Everybody thinks it's a silly rule, but it is a rule. Please don't do that again.
Yeah.
It's extremely not hard to be a decent human being and do that as a manager.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But for
And I would have even taken. I would have even taken that.
Yeah.
Like again, it's dumb.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Like I understand that like they have to protect
But the rules
people
are the
from
rules.
doing like shady things on the freaking machines and whatnot. But nothing shady was done. I had a receipt and everything. So like,
Yeah.
could have been very easily like, hey, don't do this again. And I would have been like,
Yeah.
okay. But you know,
I feel like a lot
It's
of
fine.
managers, especially at, retail, grocery stores, and restaurants, they get on like this weird power trip with things, and they almost enjoy firing people and making people squirm and like writing people up
yep.
I know
for
that-
stuff that they've probably done a million
Oh
times
yeah.
before.
Well, and I know this isn't like PC to say, but I work there. I work with these people. I
We
know
are
these people.
currently.
They are not necessarily the top tier of society. These people.
Sometimes that is most certainly the case. I've been to a good couple of restaurants and stuff. And, you see the staff, and it's like, oh man,
Some of these people.
you guys are in trouble.
This is the only job they're gonna get.
Yeah.
So like when they get that little modicum of power, they
Yeah.
just
They just
go.
go with it.
They go buck wild.
Yeah, I mean, but it happens a lot of places too. I mean,
Yeah.
the number of people that I knew, like right after high school, get into college, and they moved out of like the parents' basement with the overbearing parents, where they couldn't do anything, to like they're in the dorms and have total freedom, and they just went ham wild, got
Oh, yeah.
suspended for getting caught with like alcohol and weed on campus and stuff, and then they get expelled, and they're like, "What? How could this have happened?" It's like, my guy, you have friends with apartments like 2 blocks away.
Right.
Store it there.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Use your brain. If
Yeah.
you have strict parents, you're supposed to learn how to sneak.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd learn something, but then they get that freedom, they get that feeling of power, and it just, brain function ceases. Welcome back to Magna King, everybody.
Yo, whoa.
So stop.
We just left off with the first official split of the party.
Yeah. We split the party.
Y'all hanging back with the bulk of the group. You guys heading forward with new NPCs.
Our special forces.
With the new special forces.
We're pretty special.
You guys got
Special's a good word.
Tino the slime boy. You got Shiro the
Tino the slime.
Shiro the teleporty lad, and then you've got what was her name again? Tina, who disappears,
Question mark?
turns invisible, does something with that. You guys continue your way down. Tina leads you guys down a couple of hallways. I need perception rolls.
These kids are betraying us. I'll be pretty sad.
Oh, jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27.
31.
31 is sufficient. As you guys are walking, every now and then you see just a little hint of green slime, either on the wall, on the roof, dripped onto the floor. You catch for just a brief moment something wiggling behind an air vent, but it disappears very quickly from your sight.
It's up there.
Everybody kind of stops and starts looking upwards. Don't care at all. They all just kind of stop. It's like, you guys don't like check things like that out.
I mean, we probably should, but we also are on a time crunch.
Okay, okay.
Just be careful. Watch the vents. Someone watch the vents.
Yes, Shiro just kind of like,
Designated vent boy.
boy.
He would be.
Yeah,
Vent boy reporting
gets a little
for duty.
sly smile. Bent boy.
I saw green venting. He's sus.
The little puddle of slime at your guys' feet just kind of goes like, guys, come on.
You know,
Don't joke about me like that.
You know, I'm
Latino.
trustworthy.
You guys continue down the hallway. You ignore that sign. You head by. There are some administrative buildings.
Good choice of words, Ian.
The doors are no longer kind of locked or anything like that. Until you reach yet another humongous solid steel door, and it is labeled anti-magic control room.
Oh.
And yeah, she kind of looks and
love
she's
labels.
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, obviously, right. I might be able to unlock it from inside. I'll have to see if anybody's in there first. Because if people are in there, I don't want to come out. I'm not a very good fighter. I'm evasive, you know? Okay, I'll be back, or the door will open. Yeah. And she buzzes for a moment and then disappears. Anything while you guys are standing outside this door? Any kind of preparation?
I take.
Maybe
Good
look
preparation.
at the vents.
Yeah, I mean, Shiro is watching Vince, right?
He is. Oh, you actually see. Yeah, he is paying attention. Has focus. The slime pile also seems to be. I mean, you can't see which way it's facing, if it can face a direction, but you know, Tino's there too.
And he's the one with the green eye?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like Derek's. Maybe a minute passes, and there's a shaking and a little bit of warp, kind of like a mirage, for a brief moment, as she reappears. And she shudders for a brief moment. She kind of, almost like she's cold, and looks back to you guys. It appears clear. There's a lot of that green slime, and a couple vents are broken. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but the machines in there, I don't know where all the personnel are. There might be part of the facility deeper in that's here, something. This is as far as I've ever been. Cold storage is back towards the monstrosity storage area, so we'll backtrack after this.
Okay.
I'll get it unlocked. And she fizzes out again, and after a little bit of time, there is some fiddling and a loud buzzer sounds and just echoes down through the hall. And the door slowly, automatically opens itself.
Do we hear that buzzer like it's about to wake up these monstrosities?
No.
Okay.
No.
Probably
you
a
would
sound they're
maybe
accustomed
faintly hear it, but there's enough kind of chatter going on with Maury talking to Grant and Kenosi trying to like juggle balls and the other kids hanging around.
Cerberus slowly growling.
Yeah, Cerberus still like sniffing and growling towards
Dude, I
the
gave him some
monstrosities.
peanut butter. You didn't want.
Yeah, you did not give him throw up peanut butter.
I don't know. You kind of had to cover a kid's mouth while I was doing it, so.
I have two hands.
I don't know, you guys are both pretty strong. So do I. And I can produce more vomit.
That's Issa's new sport talent.
It was already. It's close.
Vomit at will.
You
What
and
if I
Mo gonna
could,
get
like-
along.
What if I could put my frost breath, freeze my vomit?
Ew.
As a
You
projectile.
Make icicles. Vomit icicles.
Peanut butter icicles.
Peanut butter sickles.
No,
Peanut
we're
butter pops.
banishing you.
That would be delicious.
No, it wouldn't.
minus the stomach acid. That would be delicious.
You guys do see that kid that has the face mask is currently like sitting in the corner, and as he has realized that everybody's magic is back, he's kind of rocking a little bit and scratching at the edges.
Oh, Jesus.
You good, kid?
And he's just like,
Eat the mask. Keep it on
he's
still.
he's got it on, and yeah, you like kind of, and he like puts a hand on it and like
Keep it on.
gets a little
Okay.
defensive.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess we're just chilling. I like have Cerberus like so like the hallway that was is it like a the hallway keeps going, or is it like we're at a dead end and then the
It
wanna
dead ended
heal?
at the door.
Okay.
So it's hall and just
Do you have any
immediately.
more potions?
There is
Ooh, I
a
got
T
potions. You should
intersection
heal
down back a
while you're
little ways.
waiting.
That's a little closer to where you guys
Oh
are hanging
shit,
out.
magic's back
You
on.
can, yeah, magic's back on. You might want to take
Just
advantage of
saying.
that.
I'll heal you real quick.
Lay on hands
Yeah, dude.
for the only time. One
Sure,
time.
sure. We're at level 8, yeah.
Yes. Yes. It's
No.
been late for a little while now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Rolling solid
6,
dice.
12, 13, 14. You're gonna heal for 19.
Feeling good?
Feeling better.
Feeling a little bit better. I think I'm also going to drink a healing potion.
You guys' sending stones also work as well. So you guys could send any kind of communication from the outside.
Yeah, I'll
Oh shit! Yeah, check in with the Dora.
yeah, I'll give a little ring to the bard.
Adora speaking.
Everything good up there?
Oh, you guys got the magic turned off?
For now.
For the time being, we're working on the permanent solution.
Oh, yeah, for the most part, everything's okay. I did see a couple of guys in that tower still. There's no arrow slits, though, facing me, so they couldn't exactly, like, shoot at me in the horse.
Okay.
We're just kind of hanging by the elevator. They've just kind of barred themselves in. There was some obscenities screamed, mostly by me.
Okay. Altivo, okay?
Yeah, is that the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go near his mouth.
No, he doesn't seem too friendly.
He's really not.
I played him a little soothing ditty, but
Oh. Did he like it?
I mean, the magic worked, I guess.
Are the
Good enough.
do the kids with the bear have a sending stone?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have the
gonna ring
message
them.
rings.
Yeah, Aslo answers. He's like, yeah.
Hey, Aslo.
There's
What's going out there?
There's a lot of weird fireworks going on from that like big scary tower thing to the south.
Yeah, so that's apparently a signal for a bunch of soldiers to come over here.
Yeah, there's something in the air coming this way.
Like-
It's kind of like silvery, shaped like a cylinder kind of thing. You know what I
Is
mean?
it like gas or is it
No,
like...
no, like it's a solid thing. It's got like
Oh, is it like...
how
you
how
said
can
it's
I
in the
explain
air?
this?
It's like
It's in
flying
the
over
air.
here?
It's like a cloud. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
like a solid cloud.
It's this magic metal cloud?
I don't know if it's metal. I can't quite tell. It's gray.
Okay.
But it's coming this way, and there's like something hanging off of
Probably
it.
not metal, then it would
like
float.
like a hut.
Huh.
It's like a hut with.
As this conversation's going on,
With a ladder?
I'm gonna use my message ring to Adara and be like, "What's the cloud thing coming towards us?"
Wait, I want to ask him about my peanut butter.
Yeah, through your ring you get back a special unit reinforcements from the lone tower. They're kind of like the ultra commandos.
Oh, neat.
The SS one might.
Well, any tips for getting out the rest of the children?
Um,
Now that you can you see down here?
The way that their current state, they don't need to breathe or anything.
Okay, it's probably the cold room thing. Okay. All right. Well, thank
You could use if you could teleport them, or if you have like an extra dimensional space, they would be okay. You
Are
could
these
hold
kids
them
just
in
like
there.
dehydrated? Throw them into a bag of holding real quick. That'd be fine.
Yeah, they should be okay in a bag of holding.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Adara.
Yeah.
You gonna convey that?
Yeah. As like you guys are still
Aslo-
talking about like a
As
cylinder.
he's still trying to like describe this object.
So I just got told that apparently like Special Forces Omega is super bad.
Oh,
Guy.
so I'm gonna go hide.
Yeah, could you like hide the peanut butter a little bit better as well? You didn't eat any of it, did you?
No, I didn't. It's still back with the bear. I circled around a little bit. There were a couple guys on the wall. I was
Did
keeping
you
an
check
eye on them.
Did you check on the bear?
I'm heading there now.
Check on the bear.
Yeah, okay. Adara's with him.
Check on the bear.
All right.
Do it now.
Yeah, my legs only work so fast, my guy.
How long?
He's a good couple minutes out.
Damn it.
He's like, oh, you're fuzzing out.
And
the dense, the what? Get
Like here's
little sick. Wait.
lip smacking of peanut
And then you
butter.
hear like the connection stop.
and I'll use.
It's pretty obvious though. Like that's not how sending stones work.
Yeah.
I'll message to the two of them as well that they're further ahead and be like, "Hey,
Your guys' sending stones vibrate.
Hello.
we got commandos coming
I
in.
can't answer that shit.
Try to make it quick."
I thought we knew that. Okay.
No, like they're flying here.
Super
not the
mega
army.
bad
They fly
forces.
now?
They fly now.
Commando.
Worst line. in the movies.
They're in a giant silver
Terrible.
thing.
All right, yeah. So let's get this magic field shut off. Get the rest of the kids. Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you.
Yeah, the door clicks, the buzzer sounds, it opens up. There is this large central pillar, strange obelisk with arcane markings all across it. There are these very fine glass cylinders that come off of that, and then there are little spheres, little gems of power
Ooh.
that kind of hover around this glass matrix.
Beautiful architecture. The design is fantastic. Smash it.
And they just kind of, she just kind of looks at you and goes, how do you turn it off?
I try to
Break it.
grab one of the magic
break it.
stones.
Can I roll a sense motive?
Yeah, you like grab onto one of the lower ones. It just kind of starts like dragging you. It's locked in place kind of deal.
Can I roll a spellcraft?
Spellcraft would be fantastic. Well, a spellcraft would tell you the spell. Knowledge Arcana would tell you maybe a little bit more
shit.
about the device.
Okay. Well, do you want me to roll it again, or?
No, you can keep that roll.
Okay, cool. Well.
You haven't totaled it. Applied to whatever.
Yeah. So, let's use the spellcraft. 25.
It is most certainly. It's not currently radiating. It's got like a little sphere around it that it's containing the anti-magic. But yeah, it is radiating massive amounts of active anti-magic.
25 perception, looking for the big red button.
There are a lot of buttons. A lot of buttons, a lot of levers.
It's a good thing we didn't bring Knossi.
There's some of those like arcane screens, you know, like you saw
You didn't bring
under
me.
Bronshire in the Wandering Dungeon, that little control panel.
What's the biggest red button?
There is a huge red button on the far side of the room next to the other door.
Self-destruct. Release the monsters. Who knows?
Who knows? Too bad nobody knows.
But nothing's
engineering.
labeled.
Is it Zelly drunk enough to push the big red button?
No.
There are scrawlings, but it seems to be either in like some kind of code or a numbering sequence if you
Gotcha.
guys don't have access to like the cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Wait,
that
but
weird?
one of the kids.
Is that weird panda kid with them?
No, Panda's out with
Still
you
with,
guys.
yeah.
Because
still
he
with
don't.
the
He doesn't have the legs.
'cause he don't have no legs to
Yeah.
see
Oh,
through.
yeah, that's
right.
Yeah.
I
Just, like,
communicate
slide him.
with Dara.
He's not the quiet sort.
Just like slide him.
I communicate
Push
with
his chair.
Dara.
Yeah, you buzz over to
Hopefully
it.
it rolls
Yes,
straight.
could I help
The
you?
shopping cart.
Hi, do you know how to turn this spell magic machine?
It might take me a little while to look into all the different futures. How many buttons are there? How many possibilities?
God said a lot.
Because I have to look at I have to look at possibilities until I see the correct outcome.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I'd be helpful in such a short time, but I'll start.
How many buttons are we looking at again?
You're looking at like 100, 200
God
buttons.
said a lot.
Can she give us an estimate of how much time? That might be more useful.
Okay, how much, Dara, can you instead tell us about how much time we have before?
Just a
happen.
second. You've got maybe a couple minutes remaining. The main the expeditionary force should be in the halls now.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Did you guys find the worms?
The worms?
Oh, I shouldn't tell you about those.
No, you should.
Ask her about the big red button.
Things get worse if you guys find the worms.
Whoa.
Look out for worms.
Oh.
Okay. Or maybe we
Ooh.
shouldn't. look out for worms.
Don't seek them. But they're around.
Avoid the worms.
Hey, do not seek worms.
I mean, it's almost like one big worm, but hopefully you won't see.
I don't like that, Ian.
That's the screen thing. Otherwise, there's multiple things. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna... Is there like a roll for, I guess, wisdom? Yeah. I'm gonna roll wisdom just for a general, like, which button looks good?
Do you have anything in sense motive? Because that's a wisdom based.
I do.
You could maybe try a
Can
linguistics
you sense motive a
to.
button, though?
You can't sense motive a button, but you can linguistics some of the code to maybe try to figure out what's off.
Could if I had anything in linguistics.
That is true. That is true.
Yep.
Do you have
where
anything in
just go?
linguistics?
Fuck no.
Wisdom.
Fuck no, bro.
That's pretty good.
I'm a veterinarian, bro.
You
I don't
can-
need it.
Oh, did you already roll?
Yeah. 23 for wisdom.
23 general wisdom check. There is, right, the apparatus is in the middle of the room, and there is kind of like a desk line that goes around it. And there's lots of buttons on that, and then there's all the different control panels along the walls with the buttons. You could reasonably assume that things that control the object would be next to the object, or at least nearby. So you might be able, so you could probably rule out, you know, the far walls and the door buttons and stuff.
Should we get that math kid in here?
You could tell Adara that. Tell Adara just shrinking down the space of possibilities that you're gonna press.
Yeah. Okay, so I ring Adara. Hey, focus just on the buttons on the thing.
Oh, okay, I'm back on that.
Oh, you stopped? Okay, if you stop, then just you're fine. Yeah. So we'll. What do you think? Just smash a gem?
Shiro looks at you guys. If you guys want Ben in here, you could just take this to him, and I could go get him. If one of you's fast.
Yeah. Do you want to go?
Funny.
Or I could leave this one here, and I could go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. I'm gonna. I don't run. It makes too much sweat, and it goes through my clothes. And he just kind of turns in like, you know, a little brisk jog, rather casual for the tenseness of the moment.
Okay.
Heads out. Do you try anything else to try to refine these options, or do you wait for that?
We gotta figure it out.
I smash a gem.
Yeah. Throw an attack roll.
Smashes the console.
30.
You connect with the gem. Roll damage.
13.
13. Yeah, the gem shatters. One of many. There's maybe 20 to 40 of these gems circulating around this thing.
Go
And immediately after it shatters, the red light intensifies, an alarm begins blaring through the room, and you hear over the intercom in common, magical, anti-magical apparatus under attack. Please be advised. And it starts echoing like through the halls. You guys start hearing that. Just as you see Shiro kind of jog around the corner casually and puck one of the little silver medallions towards you guys. He teleports over. I need Ben.
Okay.
He just kind of like grabs him off your back, and the two of them disappear. You have smashed the gem. A little bit of time passes as these alarms are blaring up.
I mean,
Do I
if
have
the
time to
alarm's already
smash a
going, just
second
keep
one?
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I just keep smashing.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Since we're
You guys just start smashing gems.
24.
Reffin' ass.
11.
that's a
points of
natural
damage.
20, baby.
Hey,
BB.
yeah, you guys get
Tiger.
4 or 5 gems
And chomp
in,
it.
and every time you smash a gem, it seems the apparatus begins spinning faster, and the gems make their way higher up, almost like they're trying to protect themselves. So they're becoming harder and harder to hit, and becoming more dangerous to kind of put
Gotcha.
appendages near.
This reminds me of the thing from Atlantis. The
Yeah. Okay, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, very, very close in looks. Sure. Shiro reappears, Ben over his shoulders, and he kind of looks at you guys and, y'all called, I guess? I didn't get an explanation.
You gotta break that thing.
Oh, just go ahead, set me down on that control panel or whatever. I'll get over there. Shiro just puts him down. He kind of claws his way over, and he puts his hand at the base of it, and the entire thing just starts rattling. And over the course of maybe 20, 30 seconds, it just collapses.
Can I roll? Do the gems collapse as well?
Yes,
Are they going to shatter on it?
absolutely.
Try to save as many.
You could save 2.
2?
Because they all fall at once kind of
'Kay.
thing. And so 2 hands, 2 gems.
18 on the
You can
reflex save?
save 1.
I can save 1.
Yeah, you catch one. Another one kind of fat fingers fumbles out of the hand, smashes on the floor. The apparatus is destroyed. And Ben kind of looks back at you guys and like, so we're just going back then?
Yeah.
Shiro grabs him and they teleport, disappear, reappear back with you guys not 30 seconds later. It seems that Grant has been calmed down by Mori. He is just kind of muttering to himself about, there's nothing I could do. Please leave me be. I'm so sorry.
We'll deal with that trauma later.
We gotta go.
So we should pick up that one. The, you know.
What?
The gooey one.
Tina reforms into like
the gooey
his
one.
human form. He's like, everybody's always really mean about it.
Oh, you're like a popsicle
No.
that's been left in the sun too long.
There's nothing wrong
It's
with it. You
okay,
just can't move very fast, and we gotta go.
No, okay, we're done with stealthy. You
Well,
wanna-
we still gotta be quiet, but we gotta get out of here.
You gotta carry me? Metal leg?
Sure.
So stealthy.
So stealthy.
I might be able to help you a little bit.
Oh, do you want to
Goo onto the
my
leg?
foot?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah!
I could do that. And he re-goos and just like solidifies himself around your metal leg.
Hell yeah, booger leg.
Now you make like a slosh sound when you step instead of a clang.
That's much better.
You guys step out of the room. Perceptions.
Oh, fuck. Where are the worms?
28.
32.
That is more than sufficient, as it is glaringly obvious. The direction, luckily, that you guys did not come from is wall-to-wall men with tower shields. And these solid black,
Guess who's
like
got a
juggernaut
corn trail
helmets
for
on.
us to follow?
And they are just step after step, like slowly moving down the hall. They see you guys, and it's immediately like screams of halt and intruders
Okay.
and hands where we can see them.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah,
Do you want me to roll initiative?
they're far enough away. You have time to cast a
Awesome.
spell.
How far?
40 feet?
Awesome. That's the range I needed. I want to cast Sickening Entangle
Yeah.
on their little group. Let me pull it up real quick.
It seems like it is just men.
Yeah, but
As
if
far
I
as
can,
the eye can see.
get it on the group
But
in
yeah,
the
if you
front,
can stop the front.
at least for a minute. Okay. So the DC Sickening Entangle 16 for
Reflex?
reflex, and then they also need to make a fortitude save if they're stuck to see whether or not they're sickened.
They are indeed stuck. What is the fortune save DC? Also 16?
Also 16.
They succeed that. 18 on the die. For
Okay.
that. 6 on the die for the reflex.
So they are
save.
not sickened, but they are entangled.
Yeah, these vines all come up, start grasping around at their legs, and immediately there's sounds of chopping, and you can like feel spells beginning to go off.
Yeah.
As soon as she does that, I would like to,
Yes.
and summon 2 bees to add to the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bees coalesce out of nowhere.
Beautiful.
Like,
beautiful.
So
like
I
the
don't know
fucking,
why.
like 2002 Mummy, where he's just like,
Yes, that's exactly like.
I was gonna go more for the Bruce Almighty, where she's just blah.
You do not have to produce the bees. Bomb
But you
Swarm, though,
could.
is one of my favorite spells. Yeah, Tina kind of looks at you guys and is like, I'm going to go to the main group.
Yeah.
And she like turns and starts running and fades out and disappears.
Yeah. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, we just keep running.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys turn and run. An excellent call.
got a great trail to follow.
A little bit of time passes,
Cost me
and
about 15 bucks.
rounding the corner, you see the crew. They are making their way towards you at a breakneck pace. And
I'm gonna like wave and just remind them of the fucking monstrosity room they're
yeah,
about to
as
run
you're
through.
doing that, Tina like appears next to you.
Ragtag.
He's like, we
group
just
of
need to go.
pals.
We need to get to cold storage now. This way. Come on.
Yeah.
Monsters.
Fucking
Okay,
go.
okay, let's go.
And she starts leading you. You guys just blast past.
I think we need to. I don't know if we have time to stealth through. Do we want
How
to?
many spells do you still have?
Wait,
It went away again.
as of right now, it's just you two, right?
Yeah.
So what if you like, I don't know, transform back into a rabbit and you just like
Oh, she's
dove through the room like without even touching the ground?
Pounce. Whew, and just rocket.
Yeah, like you hold.
I could just turn into a bird.
Well, I mean,
You know,
I mean, you can do that, but like you also could just like hold the rabbit and just like dive through the room.
So I can't. What was the ruling on spider climb? Do we still have that or
You
no?
do not.
Okay,
Enough time has passed as well.
for sure. Yeah, no, I'll just roll a stealth and go as quick as I can.
Cool.
And it's not gonna be great, but that's a 20.
Hey, that's a 19.
You guys blast through the room. Some of the creatures begin stirring in the tanks. But you do not stop and wait to see
No.
anything
No.
about it.
Hell
Do you
no.
roll perception to see anything beyond
Yeah.
that? Potentially.
27.
31.
31. After you've blasted through the room and you start taking these turns following after the main group, you see a shadow in the air vents.
Ew.
It appears to be following.
Ew. Ew.
It makes no sound.
Okay.
Maybe it's another one of the kids.
You know, I kind of doubt it. It's probably the fucking worms.
Nah, bro, it's fine. It's probably
As you
fine.
guys are running, the kids are kind of questioning you guys about what you saw, and Tina's filling them in that, like, the guards are
Yeah.
right there coming. And the question comes up, can we make it to cold storage?
We will make it to cold storage.
As you being currently the slowest guy in the party, besides those that need carried, obviously.
Once we get
Exactly.
through the doors, are they too heavy for someone to push them closed, or?
They could be pushed closed. The problem that you would run into is the locking mechanisms are either on the side with the guards, or it's a door that you're going to have to backtrack through to get out.
Okay.
And so closing and locking it wouldn't be worth your while because you would also have to unlock it.
Okay, so it's not like we're going out into the hall and to somewhere else.
You have backtracked through the monstrosity room, and then you backtracked a little bit more, and now you are side diverting
Okay.
down. It's very close by though. It's like 2 turns away,
Yeah.
and you're there.
Okay.
The kid, what's my boy's name again? Mo, with the mask on. He kind of slows down for a brief moment, and he looks at you guys really sadly, and he just kind of like points at himself, and then back down the hallway.
No.
He just kind of like,
No.
You deserve better than this.
Let's go.
all right, you refuse, and you head. The room to cold storage, very big door. You slap Ben against it, and it crumbles. And there are it's almost like extended coat racks. You know, in Star Wars, the droid
Yeah.
transporters, those
Deployment.
tanks that slosh out, and they're all on the racks. It's like that, but with kids.
Awesome.
And there's maybe 24 of them, and they are sitting there, all slack jaw, eyes opened. There's some moisture in the room, but it does not look comfortable. And each one of them has a single brass pin in their forehead.
Adara said they can go in the bag of holding. Grab kids, throw them in there.
But do we take the pin out?
No.
No. Just grab the kids, throw them in there. We'll deal with that later.
I'm gonna start grabbing kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start shoving
I'm just shoving kids like head first into a
kids
bag.
First into this bag, yeah. They all disappear in.
Watch out, there's a spear in there.
Did you put the spear back in? I thought you left it in the elevator.
I guess.
still in
there. Yeah, you
it's
did.
still in the
You
elevator.
left it
You're
in the
right. You're right. They'll be fine for now until I throw the spear back in there. Head
Yeah,
first.
you hear, just as you're stuffing kind of the last couple in, Mark and Alia both like kind of turn back towards the crews. They were playing almost a little bit of rear guard. It's like, guys, they're coming.
How many kids do you think we can get?
You've gotten all of them.
Good.
So how many were there? Were like 20,
Yeah,
Said like-
there were like 20.
20 30?
Yeah, just about a score of kids.
Okay.
Okay.
Four score and 7 children ago.
All of different looks, all different musculature, many missing body parts like arms or an eye, noses, ears,
Cross that bridge when we get to
hands.
it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm a veterinarian.
I can fix all this.
We have
And
Derek.
there is
They'll be fine.
a slight kind of whistle
I'm
through
sure
the air
Daddy
as
would
the
be quite
gigantic
happy.
No,
hand
fuck Daddy. Derek.
reappears. And she just points down the hall and it just rockets towards this wall of people coming your guys' way. Time to get out.
Yeah.
So like, are they? So like, where we went, like, are they like?
They
basically
are
blocking our path now.
almost cutting you off at this point.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
Gotta go.
yeah, let's
Gotta go.
fucking
You
run.
didn't leave a rear guard, so the hand might be enough, but they are pressing you fast.
Okay, I have an idea, and this might be a really dope idea. Might be a really
Follow
bad
the
idea.
coins.
Well, so how
Yes,
close?
of course.
How close are they to like cutting us off? Like, and how far are we away from like where they're getting in?
They are closer to cutting you off than you are to just blasting past them for sure.
Okay,
By a good 80 feet.
I want to reach into a little pouch that I keep all my god tokens in,
Yeah.
and we're running, and we're in a time crunch, so I'm not really like looking for and counting them. I have a grand total of 7 tokens of various types. I'm gonna roll to see how many of them I
Put the
pull out.
stockpile.
I'm gonna.
He always
gonna
has the
roll-
stockpile.
I'm gonna
Except for the
roll
gold.
I used to have the stockpile of gold
Yeah.
until I got this armor. I'm gonna roll for how many tokens I pull out, and then I'll roll for the different types, and
And then
see
you're just
what
gonna
happens.
puck a handful of tokens.
yeah, and just tell the So
Cool. Cool.
okay, well that's only 2 god tokens I was able to get my hands on. Let's
God
see.
tokens or clown tokens?
I have
That's like
3
the-
smiles tokens. I have 2 general god tokens, and I have 2 clown tokens. Oh wait, no, I have.
So
There's
the
8.
Smiles tokens are the same as the Clown tokens. Those are all. The tokens that Smiles gives you are the Clown tokens.
Oh, okay.
But it's,
I forgot
it's
about
just- it's just
another
balls, bro.
type of
It's
coin
just-
I had, so I have to re-roll
That's
this. Okay,
What's the other type?
that heavenly deity coin.
Yes.
Okay, so 4
Pull up
total.
my sheet real quick.
All right.
I think I've got it written down actually.
All right, so that is exactly that then. So it is going to be 2 of the god tokens, 1 the general god tokens, 1 heavenly deity coin, and 1 clown token. And I'm just gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna hold them and I'm gonna huck them and I'm gonna be like, get us through these guards. I don't care who answers.
We will handle firstly the Clown token. I need you to roll a d8.
8.
8. Interesting. Yeah, as you puck these, replaced in your hands, is this war pike. And there is the smell of rain in the air, and you feel your feet take off from the ground.
Okay.
You have 6 rounds of flight
Okay.
while utilizing this weapon. How do I wish to roll? What deities answer you for the general tokens? You threw 2 of them?
Yep, 2 general tokens, the heavenly deity coin, and a god, and the
And the
clown
clown.
token.
And there is no deity specifically that you wish to reach out to.
No, we're in a time crunch, so I just reached into my bag, pulled out as many as I can
That's
get my
too much
hands
work.
on, and hucked them.
Okay.
Do I ruin the entire campaign right here? Or do I...
Yeah, this is strange.
Yes.
The heavenly token hits the ground, and where it hits, a figure emerges. And I need a 50-50 roll from you. Highs or lows?
I want highs.
You are correct. This angelic samurai appears, draws a katana. My master, What do you need aid with?
Get us through the guards! As I'm like holding a kid.
Yeah, he turns, it's like the hand is like pressing against it, and these guards are just like tearing into it. Fingers are blasting off and shit, and he just,
I'm flying towards the group of guards with a pike.
thy will be done, and he turns towards them and starts slashing.
Nice.
I would like, for these general god tokens, a D100 roll. We'll just go off circumstance and see how that treats us.
Who's bored today?
Who is bored or who is paying attention?
Right? Like all like gods are just doing god things, and all of a sudden like they just steal somebody
Just
like
like the notification for all of them.
Help me!
Like he's just like sipping his coffee. He's like, oh.
All right, so we've got a 67.
Dude, that's 2 numbers away.
I know, 2 numbers away from being nice.
God damn it.
It's just okay.
That's okay, I guess.
Interesting. There is
Who did we get?
Curiouser and curious.
Tyr, the lawbringer,
Oh, I know that guy.
answers your call.
I know that guy.
You feel the might of the justice that you are partaking right now. You feel like you're charging. If you do a charge attack, you cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
Dope.
One more D100 roll.
About to be just like the spearhead that just busts through all these people.
You just
I'll make a hole for you guys.
He's giving you the star power up.
All right, so that's 55.
I guess that's Kali.
I don't like that.
Reroll that one. That one doesn't make sense. It
Who was?
was Aphrodite. The
I
goddess.
was literally just about to be like Aphrodite.
She makes you incredibly sexy. For like,
Jaw-droppingly,
all the guards
yeah.
for like 3
as you
rounds.
just plow through them.
It's like the Naruto, like the sexy clone jutsu.
Dude, just all get bloody noses. Fall to the ground.
43.
It is funny that you mentioned that
Oh,
because
no.
you have now rolled Loki. And as you fly to them, to both your left and right appear duplicates of yourself, and then more duplicates, and then more, until there's just about 6 of you flying at these guards.
Fucking Naruto, bro.
You feel like only one of you is real.
Probably.
Hopefully, so you don't turn into the fucking that one dude. From
So like
that
as I'm flying through the air through all of this,
The different
What?
ones of you like
What's that
take
dude
to the air,
names?
shout
Makes a bunch of clones. He
profanities,
doesn't
and
remember
start like
which one is him.
distracting as
Oh, twice.
very
Twice.
hefty
Yeah.
spells. You're seeing like ray of death spells
yeah.
starts blasting.
So like as I'm flying through the air at these guys, like before I hit them, I want to pop my Kali ability and then just fucking plow
That's
in.
a very good call.
I'm making a hole for the squad.
How many rounds does that last for?
All right, let's. Come on.
We believe in you. We
that
believe
might
in
be
you.
a bad idea.
Here's the fateful round last.
Okay, here we go.
That's pretty good.
3 rounds.
Yeah.
Can I use my fate die to increase that by anything?
You cannot.
Okay.
Fate die don't work for that. Fate die work
Fair
for D20
enough.
Well,
rolls.
it's 4 rounds, right? Because it's 3 plus 1.
Yeah, D4, right? D4
D4
plus 1. Okay, yeah, so it's 4. If I spin a prestige, can I make it 5?
You spend a hero point.
I do not have a hero
Six.
point. I do not have a hero point.
Prestige does not work.
Okay. All right. I'm making a hole for you guys. Fucking
You-
go.
Fly into them, and as you hit with this charge, you feel Tyr's power wash over you, and you simply pick up these heavily armored men and take them with you.
Dope.
You pile them 10, 20 deep, and then make one huge slash at the
Just
end.
like
with this war
stupid
pike.
ass second ability, dude.
That's yeah.
I hate that thing. Right into the tower.
The samurai immediately fills up the space. The hand is just about completely obliterated at this point, and you feel spells start hitting you. You feel the heat of fireballs. You feel freezing rays. You feel ice hit your face. You feel acid wash over you. Stones thrown at your face. And you feel necromantic spells. You like straight up power word kill level spells. And it just washes over you. You guys break past for the door, for the elevator. Yeah, good call. You guys blast by.
I'm gonna ring Adora. Get the elevator!
The door's like, you hear like
You don't worry about it. I think one of us can probably do that. Jesus Christ. You're bulldozing, man.
Sends the elevator your guys' way. As you guys pass by, huh?
Are they like still after us?
Oh, they're going to be still after you in a second because you're going to have to pull back and, retreat as well.
Yeah.
But as you pass and you fall back to then cover, and that samurai falls back with you, you see the necromantic spell effects have no effect on him as well.
As they're falling back, can I throw another entangle out?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, cool. 16.
It helps.
Okay.
It helps for sure. At this point, regardless, it's going to help.
Yeah.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
So, what if I use my breath attack?
Do you use your breath attack?
Why? If I use my breath attack, and I can spend like either some hero points or like a god token or something, can I get it to like block the path?
A hero point would do
To
the
create
trick.
an ice wall.
To like create an ice
Because
wall?
using your breath attack to make solid objects is something you will be able to do later.
Spoilers!
Ymir wall.
You can unlock that a little early.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I want to solidify it with peanut butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as you guys go by, this like horrid peanut butter ice
That's disgusting.
builds. It's a relatively low wall, as your
Right.
breath attack isn't crazy powerful right now.
Right,
but
right.
It will most certainly slow them down.
And they got bees and they got
Yeah?
They got bees to deal. Well, the bees were way back. The people dealing with the bees have dealt with the bees probably.
Yeah. Throw
They
a
got
good fireball
magics.
on 'em, I guess.
But as you guys run by, there's plenty of dead
No, you
guards
can't.
sitting around,
No, you
lots of
can't AoE
armor and
spells.
weapons and shields laying about. Who are you? You're obviously not because you flew in early. Who's carrying Ben, the legless guy?
I will.
You are? As you like run by,
Well,
Yeah.
didn't Shiro have?
Shiro had him for a bit, but Shiro can't like run,
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah, and we didn't want him because he might break our armor.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want him on armored fellas necessarily. As you run by that hall, his eyes kind of roll back into his head for a brief moment, and you see the armor strip off of one of the guards, stand itself back up into this kind of knight statue, and it just starts like slashing.
That's my
automatically.
boy!
And it like slowly steps towards some of the guards, and it just kind of swings wildly around.
Okay.
Dope. Prison break.
You guys make a break for it. Let's see. Does
Leave
the
it under
elevator
the
get to
zone.
you guys in time that you don't have to wait?
Got some time.
Almost remarkably, as you guys round the last corner and are coming up to the door,
Following the
there
coins.
is a ding. Following the coins, there's a ding and the elevator door opens. You see Adora's head like peek out, and she's got like bagpipes in hand, like it's a
so
weapon.
many children.
And you guys are just racing as this huge crew, and she just like shoulders slough again as the elevator is once again going to be packed to the brim.
go.
Push that button!
She pulls lever. The doors are like starting to close as like the last of you were piling in. And the doors close, and there is just she's just clinking away some light elevator music as you guys are all breathing heavily. I need fortitude saves from a lot of you from this sprint.
Oh, well,
And
since I had
exertion.
my
It's just like the
Collie
me
ability,
theme.
do I
You're
still
good.
need? Dope.
It's just like the me thing.
Yeah.
23.
And since Magic's back on, she's got like a little ghostly violin, so she's got like backup music.
Yeah.
What is it?
23.
You're good?
26.
Good?
25.
Good.
Solid.
Some of the kids are absolutely winded, especially some of the less athletic ones.
Throw them in the bag. Like.
No, they can't go in the back.
They can go in the back for a very short period of time. The blue-haired kid, he's got one of the guys over his shoulder. He looks fine.
He's a stonk lad.
And you guys are like slowly raising, and I need perception rolls as the elevator dings and the doors slowly begin to open.
Oh no.
26.
26.
21.
17.
Pretty easy to notice. Whoever's first out the door, probably you.
Still involved.
Probably because you're the slowest as well, and you were bringing up the rear, so you were probably the last one in, so you'd be at the door.
Wait, how fast am I like flying right now?
Oh, you got like a 60-foot fly speed, but you were covering.
Gotcha.
So you're still the last one in. The door opens, you immediately step out. The first thing you see is this strange contraption. It's like a house tied to a gigantic sack that's somehow flying.
That's the thing that Dora was talking about.
Flying nut sacks, man.
Flying sacks.
Nutsack, I choose you.
It's a little ways away, but you're seeing like men on these landings, and they are in like full decked out gear, like ready to rock and roll, coiled ropes at their sides.
Okay.
They're all
I
in
want
big red uniforms?
please tell me that the samurai is still with us.
No,
Damn it.
he stayed behind.
Okay, so
How far away?
yeah, how far away is it?
It's probably a good 1,000, maybe even 2,000 feet.
Okay.
I got a god token.
Well, I am.
There's more. You guys in the elevator, especially those of you that would be
In the back,
relatively
yeah.
first in the elevator, notice a creaking sound
No.
first. And as people slowly start pouring out of the elevator into this lot, the floor of the elevator is being peeled downward.
No.
And these little black worms, just about this big, begin crawling up.
The worms!
And they seem to coalesce themselves and pull against themselves like they're one organism.
Ah! Out! Everyone out!
The worms!
You guys file out into the courtyard.
We throw the kids that can't walk on Altivo and we go.
There is
Gotta
no
get my fucking
gatehouse.
peanut butter. I swear to God.
What?
There is no gatehouse. There is
Like there was
the
one and now
one
it's
big
gone?
no.
Okay.
There never was one.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys
Oh yeah, we
There is the big round tower, that barred door. When you guys were from the outside, there is a iron gate, a very small iron gate on the outside of that tower that people are inside, and it's barred from you.
Could try to get a god to get us out of here. I've got tokens I haven't used yet.
How can you spider climb a horse? Does communal spider climb affect horses?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's person or creature touched.
Because
think it's
then,
just
Yeah,
creature
it's
touch.
creature's touch.
do you have a spell that you can do one more big boy spell for the day?
I can do. Yeah, I can do another spider climb.
Okay. Then let's do that. Climb over the wall and head towards.
There's gonna have to be some like helping with carrying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you cast on the strong and the weak go.
How many?
Shiro gives a token and will just teleport to the top when you're done.
Yeah, how many do we want to have
So-
spider climb?
You
I can
basically
still-
only need to get over the
6,
wall
7.
Yeah.
yeah, and I can still fly, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yep, you still have
so
flight.
we need like 6.
for just like a couple more
Perfect.
seconds.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll slap you guys with a spider climb. And we're still like moving away from the fucking elevator and the worms,
Yes.
right? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Hauling ass.
There is twisting of metal, and a humongous amount of these worms are coming out
Oh,
and spilling into
God.
the courtyard.
As we're running, I'm
Yes.
gonna call Aslo and Dara and tell them we're making our way out. Shit's going down.
I'll secure the peanut butter.
Thank you. Did you check on the bear?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay, no time. Anyways.
can someone
You guys are just about capping the wall.
So I would you guys have it and I would have I want to shift into a bird.
Yeah.
Can someone grab Kenosi?
I can grab him.
Yeah, we can grab
You're a
those.
big enough bird. You
If
could, you
you're-
could grab Kenosi.
Turning into a bird, we only need 5.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then 5. Or he can have one, whatever. He can have one too.
You can just get
Yeah.
on our back. It doesn't
Mark
matter.
could grab him.
Yeah, but you're saying
Yeah, as you guys are just topping the wall, the worms coalesce and make their form.
No!
It is human-ish in shape, 4 arms, bits of metal from the elevator form horns across its head and a single sword off of one of its mini hands. These wings unfurl, horrid tendril, handy.
Is this from the Dark Souls?
No. This is from my friend Hannah. Got it for me for Christmas.
Thanks, Hannah.
And it looks to you, and just as the mini two arms point to your group, its mouth, the worms that form a mouth, opens, and you hear in this gurgly tone, "You have been selected."
No.
No thanks.
Selected for what?
No, we're good.
Yeah, don't speak
go.
to it. Don't speak to it.
I want to use like that last little bit of fly I have, so like everybody's like climbing over the walls, and you said that there's like guards on the wall.
There's very few, and realistically, these guards, they've bunkered down. They're in lockdown mode right now, waiting for that main force.
Okay, so they're not like on the gate or on the
No,
wall.
there's nobody actively opposing you at this point. You guys were more than fast enough.
Yeah, no.
Can you imagine how good
That is future us's problem.
Can you imagine how good at patty cake that guy must be?
Fucking fantastic.
Oh my god.
As everyone is like climbing up the walls, how close can I get to the house thing?
How close do you wish to get?
Close enough to shoot a lightning bolt at it?
You most certainly could. Fair warning, though. If you are in the range to shoot lightning bolts at it,
I'm in the range to get hit, yeah.
So you
lightning
are a
bolt.
bird.
do you desire?
Um,
Are you carrying anybody?
No, it's just me as a
Just
bird.
you? You could risk yourself.
I could risk myself.
Do you have any tokens?
Because it's...
They're coming in clutch right now.
They are a very good consumable.
So I can shoot it from 180 feet away.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll risk it for the biscuit. Do you want like a stealth or something?
Can you be stealthy?
Are you just trying to
I
like?
don't know. I'm just a bird.
What kind of bird?
I don't want a big bird because I'm not carrying anyone.
Yeah, like a
So-
sparrow.
Are you trying to like Zeppelin explode this thing? Like, is that what you're
I'm
planning?
trying
Like a hidden bird.
Exactly.
Are you
Because
trying to hidden bird
it's
this?
pretty high up in the sky, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's several hundred feet.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to crash it.
You get within 400 feet, and an alarm blares. And it's like druid detected, basically. And you see the guys all kind of sitting on there. They've got these funky harnesses that are clipped in. And a good couple of them
They're gonna start turreting at me.
And you see spells beginning to form.
Awesome.
Do you peel out or do you continue?
Peel out, bro.
Bail.
Because you need to close now another like 300 feet before you're in range.
Right.
And like that's all this is hinging on like your lightning bolt being able to
take it down.
Exactly, take down this thing where they're clearly very prepared for magic.
Yeah. Can I tell like what is the balloon part of it made out of or like whatever?
It looks like it's got metal sheeting, but it's probably like a toughened leather or something like that.
But it has metal sheeting.
But it does have
So a single lightning bolt is
have
gonna
armor.
take it down.
It also seems to be ribbed, like sections. And so, roll a knowledge engineering.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay, then don't worry about it. That's all you get.
I mean, I'll roll it,
It
but
has a funny texture to
I
it.
add literally 0. Hey, that's a 19. Okay,
Well-
that's better than nothing.
19, it kind of looks like a bunch of balloons tied into one. So that way, like, if one pops, it's no big deal. So it could take more damage before actually plummeting to the earth.
Okay, yeah, I'll peel back.
A question.
Yeah.
How far away are we from the arm thing?
You're a good couple hundred feet.
Yeah.
And it does not seem to be actively closing the distance on you now that it is, like, pointed at you.
We've been selected. It knows.
You think I could throw a token over there?
You could, yeah, you most certainly could. What kind of token?
I want to throw a god token.
Just a god token.
Is it a clown token or is it just a general?
It's a
token?
god token.
Okay.
Do you know what those do?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Is there any god that you reach out to when you throw this token?
The Lord Dragon. The one who has selected me.
An interesting decision.
The creature said you've been selected. Issa's like, oh, I've been selected by another guy. Fight over me. Fight over me.
Nutsack. I choose
Yeah,
you.
as you puck the token, it disappears in the air about halfway across. Your powers are enhanced. You have now the ability
That's not what I wanted.
through today to turn a young dragon.
Hey!
Yo!
Fuck yeah,
That's
man.
actually dope as
That
hell.
lasts
Wait,
for a day.
Dope.
wait. How?
How big is a young dragon?
It's a medium-sized creature.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So we put most people.
Or no, I guess you would be the large size, so you'd be like a young adult dragon.
Can I carry people?
Yeah, you can totally carry people like that. You can carry like 2 people.
People like ride on his back.
Yeah, you
Could we get like
riding
4?
back in.
Like everybody just pile onto the
You're
dragon.
strong. Yeah, you get 4.
2 on the back.
You're a strong lad.
1
Two
in
on the
each
back,
claw.
2
Yeah.
on the claws.
2 in the back, 2 in the hands.
And then we got like what? Can you convince your bear that we can put like 2 on the bear? And then Altivo, and then I can just.
Well,
run faster
I can.
than,
I'm
everyone.
Speedy.
once we get up and once we're like a decent amount of distance away, I could just shrink Altivo back down.
Yeah.
Well, but we're trying to be fast and get the fuck out of here, and we have kids who can't walk.
Yeah, there's
so
going
we
to be
need
people
Altivo.
coming up soon.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is because if we're all trying to get onto,
He can
Issa's-
only take 4 people.
And you have a large group right now. You've
okay.
got 8 kids, plus your 2 kids,
And my
plus
fucking
Mark,
peanut butter.
plus Adora,
And my
which
peanut
neither
butter.
of are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, like, we can throw Adora and 2 of the kids on Altivo, 2 of the kids on the bear, the other 4 kids on the dragon, and
I can
carry-
shift into something else too.
well, you're a bird already.
I'm a small bird.
That's you'll keep up still, so you shouldn't need to shift into anything right away.
But
No,
you
but
want
I'm
to be
saying
something
if we-
big to carry more.
Yeah, if we need to carry more kids.
Well, the other people you would need to, the kids are taken care of. It would be the
Like
other
Mark.
The kids that really need it are taken care of. The problem is that you've got like Mark, you've got like Maury, and they're running, and they're just running.
Yeah.
You know, on
Well, so
foot
we've
is not
got-
nearly as fast as on horseback.
8 kids and Dora on. So, I guess there's still 2 kids left. So it would be
Yeah.
Aslo, could
Aslo
run.
and
And Adara.
The blind one,
Well, the blind one
needs
can be
a ride.
on a ride, yeah. But I'm trying to think who would be the other fast kid.
Maury.
Maury.
is fast.
Okay, so those.
You see, as you're going, he is like increasing.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna keep up, it's him.
Like as he rolls through, that sunlight hits him. He almost glows. This kind of blue hue in his skin,
Okay.
and
boy.
he just starts trucking.
I'll transform and I'll do like the Narnia thing.
Ride me. Shiro's also pretty decent at keeping up because he can puck his pins ahead and teleport to them, and it seems that he can do that pretty reliably. He seems to be very
Definitely.
liberal with the amount of times he's doing that.
You know, maybe you should shift into something bigger. I was
Yeah.
just thinking because we need you to ride Altivo.
Yeah, you do need
Yeah.
to steer Altivo, and
Because
you are
he's a
slow,
dick.
and you are out of fly.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want us to transform into something that could take 2 people.
Yeah, I can be a horse or something. Even a fucking tiger can carry kids.
You'd have a harder time carrying as a tiger just because
Yeah.
of how you run. A horse would be a better call.
Solid. I can be a
But
horse.
as a tiger, she has a lot more fur that you can just like grab onto.
Yeah, but
That's not great.
All right.
Am I assume.
Plus, a good couple of these kids that you're trying to transport, you know, you're talking like Grant, the one with the matted hair and the silver eyes. He's not really actively grabbing on things. He's still like talking to himself. He doesn't seem to have taken much notice of anything that's gone on.
So me, Mark, Aslo, and Maury are the only ones running. Everyone else is now either a creature or on a creature.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, Aslo's okay with that.
I'm assuming
He'll
I'm
chew
a
up some
silver
scout
dragon.
leaf and just go.
Am I a silver dragon?
Yes. Yeah.
Dope.
Because you've
Dragon.
already selected your dragon type. Yeah.
Do I get like more when I'm in the dragon form?
You get
or,
one
like,
extra use. of the-
One extra use.
Well, so when you're transmuted into dragon, it goes to the breath attack stat, so you get it once every 1d6 rounds, but it's at reduced damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can look into the bestiary at young adult dragon at any
Cool.
point. You just basically have that stat. But
Just
as far as
when I
like
use
carrying
guts.
capacity and stuff goes, you just use your normal stuff.
Okay. Cool.
You guys bail.
Turn into a dragon. And
You are fast. You played well. You used resources very finely. What direction do you head?
Yeah, that's okay. So
we have to head towards the kids.
Yeah, we have to get our people.
Aslo, we have to get Adara, and we have to
And
get
the
the bear, and we have to get my peanut butter.
Fuck the peanut butter.
So we
bro.
go that
Fuck
way
you,
first.
bro.
Do you take a moment to shovel peanut butter into your bag of holding?
I could, yeah.
Because it's like, you know, jars and jars of peanut butter.
I
Aslo
got
couldn't
pretty
like
big
carry
I
them.
got pretty big claws. I could just like,
Do you want to risk breaking them?
you know what, man?
I use my speedy monk hands to throw your
Your bartending skills really paying
I'll
off.
go with that.
Bro, professional bartender. Let's go. It's a 20.
Hey!
That makes it very quick.
Yo.
Once we reconnect with Aslo and Adara, can I take a second and cast Green Sight on myself?
Yeah. And at any point when you're moving, you can take a standard to cast. It's
Cool,
like
cool,
a
cool.
double move kind of thing.
Awesome. Yeah, so I want to do that, and that just gives me, I can see up to 60 feet through plant matter.
Yeah.
So that should help with navigation.
Yeah.
So are you a horse?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright,
That's my third shift for the
Got
day.
2 horses and a dragon.
And a bear.
And a bear.
Yeah, so we're picking up the
You-
2 kids on the outside and just
Oh, and
heading
your
home.
dog.
You had casted Green Sight on Aslo
Dog shrank down.
Oh, right,
before
right.
you entered this whole
Animal
thing.
commune.
Oh, so
How
that
long does that
actually
spell last?
It's 10 minutes per level. So really,
So actually, it's still on.
so yeah, so he has. If he has it, then I forgot about that. Thank you. Then I don't
Yeah.
have any more second level casts for the day. That would have been my 4th.
We going. You guys bail into the woods, but do you go north, south, towards the tower,
Not
west,
towards the tower.
back towards relative civilization after a couple of days,
We're whatever the quickest direction is home.
east towards the cliff?
No.
I mean, Cliff's no problem.
For the horses, it is.
No.
For the horses and the bear.
Splits party.
Party. The 2 flyers and whoever's riding them.
So I say we just, let's see where the tower is. I think it's just like what
The tower's just south of you.
All right, yeah. So we'll head like
Yeah, we need to stay away from
So you have to head west
south.
and then southwest.
Yeah, about southwest. Just trying to like go around.
Give a wide berth of the tower, though.
Yes.
Yeah, and just be
Good.
hauling our ass home.
You see more of those flying apparatuses taking to the sky, and they seem to be coming even further south than the tower itself. But you guys are moving fast. You guys are staying within the woods, I'm
yeah.
assuming.
Oh yeah.
You stay
Yep.
within the
I want to
woods.
fly low.
Yeah. You are bright, reflective silver, though. So if you're above tree line, they're going to see you.
I mean, you
Would I have
probably
to,
would
what
be,
checks would I have to make checks if I was below the tree line?
A fly check or an acrobatics, and you can look in the bestiary to see if the dragon has a better stat than you at that.
Take it.
and
Let me check these here.
would it be possible for him to fly like above where those things are?
You could gain even more altitude. Carrying kids, though, you kind of got to worry about how much altitude you're going to gain. But you could go above them.
And they would lose sight of me.
They would, yeah, potentially lose sight of you. Plus, you can fly a lot faster than these apparatuses. You guys make your escape. And when we come back next week,
Yeah, I can roll my.
maybe take a little time and get to know some of the kids you just rescued, I guess.
Prison break, kid. Let's go.
Yeah, we got to get them out of their catatonic
I
states.
got a lot of kids.
You got
and
a lot to
of
get into a
peanut butter.
catatonic state.
Yeah, we just have to, probably pull them pins out of their dome
Time to wake
pieces.
up.
But hopefully that's how you fix it. But we have some magical folks back home.
If you
We'll
got some
figure it
I
magical
out.
got
folks.
peanut butter.
Just like Simba them with peanut butter. Will it
And-
work?
Possibly
New apprentices.
explosive health potions.
We'll call it there. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.